Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky
I'm Tim Laird
Proud.
with Kevin Harned, and this time we're fired up for Italian food.
Yeah, and it's about as authentic as it gets. After 17 years of running a successful restaurant in New York City, Chef Rocco Cadolini has brought all of his talents to Kentucky. He's with us today sharing some of his best secrets so you can make real Italian food at home.
That's right, Kevin, and also I'm shaking up an Italian Manhattan that speaks to the chef's roots of Italy, New York, and Kentucky.
Sounds good and interesting. The secret's revealed as it's time to get cooking right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned. We're coming to you from our home base right here at Bourbon Barrel Foods in Louisville. And this time we're sharing secrets from a very unique local chef. He's known as The Roc. He grew up on the southern coast of Italy in Sorrento, where he learned a lot of good secrets in the kitchen from his mom. And after making a name for himself in New York for many years, he's brought all of his great food to Kentucky. He'll show us what makes it so good so you can make it at home coming up. But first, extend a warm hand and a hearty welcome to my broadcast partner, our CEO, our Chief Entertaining Officer, Tim Laird.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Timmy.
Great to see you.
Now, you're excited today, I know.
Oh, I am excited. I'll tell you what, Chef Rocco just might take over the show. He's amazing. He's a show in itself, so it's actually, we're going to get two shows in one with Chef Rocco.
It's going to be a fun half hour.
It's going to be a great half hour, so we're going to have a ball today.
I look forward to it. Let's get started.
All right, let's do, Kevin, because it's going to be a big show. I'll tell you what, here he is. Please welcome Chef Rocco! Boom, ready for action. Hello, Chef.
How are you?
You know my good friend Kevin
Great
Harned?
to
Ciao,
see you.
Kevin. Good to see you too.
I'll tell you what a beautiful restaurant you have. It's Roc. It is just amazing. And again, you spent 17 years in New York with a very successful restaurant, but we're so glad you found your way to Louisville, Kentucky. And actually, was it through your wife that brought you here?
Yes. So the story is my father-in-law is born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. He moved to New York City about 55 years ago. And then one of his cousins moved to Tribeca about 15 years ago. Invited us over, me, my wife, and my daughter, for Thanksgiving, one time, two times. And my wife and I decided, you know what, this would be a great place to start an Italian restaurant. From Sorrento, Italy, we're going to give you something very citrusy. Sorrento, if you've never been, it's a place to visit. We focus a lot on seafood, being on the water. We focus a lot on fresh vegetables. We have the best tomatoes in the world, San Marzano. We have the best mozzarella in the world. You know, my mom, when I was a kid, says, kid, you don't need milk. Eat mozzarella. That's all you need. You know what I mean? Look at me. Look at me now. You know, maybe I talk too much, but maybe it's too much mozzarella. But, you know, she replaced the milk with the mozzarella. So there's a lot of fresh ingredients. I'm going to give you a secret today, just one, about how my mom makes the eggplant parmigiana.
So you do have more than one secret. You're just giving one up today.
Oh, one up.
Well, you know, that's the premise of the show. It isn't called Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs, so, you know, you got to give us something.
Yes, I'm giving you, as I said, the secret of how my mom makes the eggplant. All right, so first we're going to cut it off. We're going to start to peel the eggplant. And the number one secret, you know, I'm going to say it now while I peel it, it's to put the eggplant under salt before you fry them or any way you cook it.
Okay.
We're going to put on the salt. We're going to let it sit for at least 15-20 minutes, and then we're going to squeeze them. When we're going to squeeze them, you will see some water coming out on the like dark color. That's the bitterness. That's what it is.
And so the salt brings out all that water that's in there, and then you squeeze it out. Oh, I get it.
Now, there is other little things like the sauce, and that's why I bought you a little, because that's an hour to be made. So when you give me a 3-hour show, I may show you.
We'll see the secrets then.
I don't know if I can make it in 20 minutes. The tomatoes, we use fresh tomatoes, but we also use some canned tomato because the best tomatoes in the world are in San Marzano. What are the best tomatoes in the world?
Kentucky.
San Marzano.
He's got a knife in his hand, Tim. Just say
Hey,
it.
Tim.
San Marzano.
San Marzano.
San Marzano. And Kentucky. Kentucky,
Yeah.
I guess the best tomato
But
sauce.
see, you're mixing both of those worlds.
The
That's
best
why-
tomato sauce is a blend of San Marzano and Kentucky tomatoes. Done.
Done.
Deal.
Deal.
Deal. Woo!
Now, we're Kentucky and San Marzano proud. That's what we are.
Kentucky San Marzano. Kentucky San Marzano proud. That's
We
it.
are. I love that. But it is a great combination because you're used to getting fresh vegetables where you came from, and you get it fresh here. Now,
Yeah. All right. So this
we
is the
sliced
key.
up the eggplant.
So you start to salt the eggplant, top and bottom. And so,
Pulls the water out.
yes, pulls the, and you see the water is black. That's the bitterness. I'll leave them a little bit in there because if I squeeze them now, nothing comes out. But meanwhile, I'm going to start to prepare the mozzarella. You wanted to slice prior of making it because it's going to release a lot of water. So you slice the mozzarella first, and you let it sit while you're preparing everything. And then you will see. Now, I already kept it out a while. But the key is you slice it prior to making it.
All right. While you're slicing that up, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we will finish up.
We squeeze it, baby, when we
we're
come
gonna-
back.
It's time to squeeze.
Time to squeeze.
Squeeze it.
We're back, and Tim Laird, he's got a cocktail later in the show, too.
I do. I'll tell you what. It's a little hats off to our chef here. It has a little Italy in it, a little Kentucky, and a little New York because it's a Manhattan.
Yeah, we're shaking and squeezing. You're watching Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. We're coming back in a minute.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud, with support from the Kentucky Beef Council. In Kentucky, beef is still what's for dinner. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. And by Kentucky One Health, bringing wellness, healing, and hope to all.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Kevin Harned alongside Tim Laird, my good friend, broadcast partner, and Rocco Cadolini, here all the way from, well, Sorrento, Italy, but now Louisville is your home. You're teaching us the secrets in the commercial break. We actually saw the secret revealed. You were wringing out, squeezing out.
Yeah, the eggplant. That's the secret of the eggplant parmesan. So I'm going to do a little bit more right here so you can see. I made a little bit thicker, but usually I have to be thinner because if you make it thicker now, I can squeeze a little sooner. And as you can see, it's raining now. Hallelujah. You know what I mean? But if you leave a little longer, it's pouring now. You know what I mean? So this is what you want to get rid of it. This is the part
That is dark.
Yeah.
You said, it
Yeah.
comes out really dark. And
That's the bitterness.
That's the bitterness. You don't want to squeeze it too hard to break it, but just, enough. You can make a little bit thinner, but this is about the right size. I mean, some thicker so we could do it in a shorter time, but look what comes out. That's what you want to get rid of.
There it is.
Yeah.
The secret's
Yeah,
revealed.
this is the secret reveal for today of the eggplant parmesan, like in Sorrento we make. Then we're going to fry them. So you're going to make sure the oil is nice and hot. You don't.
And that is. That's
As you can see, be careful when you do it. Usually I throw in a little piece of eggplant in it. So if you put a big piece and it's too hot, you see you got to go down a little bit with the temperature because if it's too hot and it can burn yourself. We don't want to do that. So the key is to put a little piece in it. And that's how my mom used to do. When you see the drizzling like that, and then you're going to start to fry.
Wow. I mean, that is golden brown.
Now, why it's also going crazy is because of the water that we released. We have to make sure that this is nice and drained. So you see now, this one that we drained before.
And that helps now
Yeah,
because if you would have left that water in there, that would have really been
Yeah, flames up.
flattering.
Yeah. And then we take them out. Some people like to put them in paper to release the oil. I put them on the side. I'll keep a little bit of oil. Had some flavors when you cook them, But if you like less greases, just throw them on a paper and then let it sit for a little while. We're going to go right here. We'll take the mozzarella, and the best thing that my mom does is a full leaf of basil. Mozzarella basil, and we roll it with the eggplant on the outside like this. On the bottom, we're going to put a little bit of tomato sauce. So it's going to be tomato sauce.
Oh, that looks delicious.
That's the base, what you're going to sit it on.
Delicious.
Then you're going to put the eggplant. As you can see, shiny. I love shiny. Then a little bit more basil, a little bit mozzarella. Gonna roll it again. It's gonna go right here. We're gonna put 3, okay?
Yeah.
That's it for today. No more, all right? Too many secrets. 3 secrets is enough, okay? We're gonna roll it again. We're gonna place next to this one. So the little tomato sauce underneath, and then we're gonna cover it.
A little more tomato
A little
sauce.
bit more tomato sauce. And as I said, the tomato sauce is a longer episode for me, Tim, okay? This is not long enough for making the tomato sauce. If you want any kind of secret for that, okay? And there is a little tomato sauce, and it's going to be finished with Parmigiano Reggiano.
Wow. How about that?
In the oven, 410 minutes covered, and the last 5 minutes, you just make sure the cheese melts on the top.
Beautiful.
And
that's a great
that's
idea.
the eggplant Parmigiana alla Sorrentina that you can find at Roc.
Can. Absolutely. That's wonderful.
We love that. Now, you may have already shared a few more secrets than you wanted to, but I know you do have more coming up.
Yes, we're going to have cacio e pepe pasta. That's a Tuesday night. It's a cacio e pepe night at Roc. All right?
Every Tuesday.
Every
Cacio e pepe night.
Tuesday night is.
Cacio e pepe night at Roc.
That's it, baby. You see, I like how it sounds.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back on the other side, Tim is whipping up a cocktail. You don't want to miss that. It's Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud, with support from the Kentucky Beef Council. In Kentucky, beef is still what's for dinner. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. And by Kentucky One Health, bringing wellness, healing, and hope to all.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned with you once again from Bourbon Barrel Foods, our home base, and today we're cooking with Rocco Cadolini from Roc Restaurant here in Louisville. He's just made this amazing eggplant parmesan, and he's coming up in just a few minutes to do a flaming pasta dish. You don't want to miss this. But first, let's check in with Tim Laird back at the Old Forester Bar. Tim?
Thanks, Kevin. I have a tribute to Chef Rocco. It's my Italian Manhattan. And each of the ingredients plays roots to where he came and where he is. First of all, Chef Rocco grew up in Italy. Then he went to New York and ran a successful restaurant for 17 years. And now he resides in Kentucky. So, with my Italian Manhattan, the first ingredient, Kentucky, where he is now. 1.5 ounces of Woodford Reserve goes into a shaker of ice. Then, for his Italian roots, I'll have a little Averna. It's an Italian liqueur. So about 3/4 of that goes in. Then just a squeeze of Woodford Reserve spiced cherry bitters. Finally, we're going to give this a good little shake because it is a Manhattan where he spent 17 years. That gets strained into a chilled cocktail glass. And then finally, Southern Italy is known for its lemons and citrus. So my garnish for this one is a nice little lemon peel that goes right on top of the cocktail and around the rim. And there it is, the Italian Manhattan. Cheers! Wow.
All right, Tim. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. But when we come back, it's back to Chef Rocco. It's the secrets to a flaming pasta dish that's as exciting to cook as it is to eat. Stay with us for more Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud, with support from the Kentucky Beef Council. In Kentucky, beef is still what's for dinner. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. And by Kentucky One Health, bringing wellness, healing, and hope to all.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. We are having a ball today. That drink looked fantastic.
It tasted great, Kevin. I'll tell you what, that's going to be on my go-to list from now on.
Yeah, absolutely. Along with some of this food pairing we have. Wow, made mama's way. I like that.
Yeah, I guess I got to put that drink now on my cocktail list.
I think you should. By the way, you do have, I've got to say, you've got a beautiful bar. It
Thank
is
you.
gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And I'll tell you, we're well stocked. It's just absolutely fabulous. I just love it there.
Tell everybody where you're located.
So I am on 1327 Bardstown Road in the island. And the bar, going back, it took me 6 months to finish up the backlighting. I didn't find it right. And when the guy brought in the lights, I went and sewed them down a little bit to make the special effect it does. It's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, on Tuesdays at Roc, you can get the cacio e pepe, right?
Every Tuesday night is...
Cacio e pepe night.
So this is a pecorino romano wheel. Now, when you buy the wheel, it's big. Look how many we made.
Wow.
We sink a little bit in. I'm going to melt the cheese of the pecorino right inside. I'm going to put the pasta with a little bit of butter, and I'm going to finish the pasta for you right in the cheese wheel. And I will do this right in front of you every Tuesday night is...
Cacio e pepe.
Every Tuesday night is...
Cacio e pepe night.
All right, now we're talking, all right?
Tableside. And speaking of dinner or show, you can even get a little singing while tableside.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Viro mare quando è bella, spira tanto sentimento. This is my song. Every time I sing this song, I have tears in my eyes. I think my family, my mom, you know what I mean? All right, yes. So I'm cooking the pasta, I'm melting the butter.
Melting the butter.
I need a little bit of the water of the pasta because you want it to be liquidy. When I'm going to work into the cheese over there, you want it to be not too thick.
Right.
So I need a little bit of the pasta water. The pasta is ready. Once the pasta goes in here, we're going to start the show.
Oh,
all right? The show that you're supposed to see at Roc, but I'm doing it here. You know what I mean?
Evidently, we just tried to change it to the voice.
Yeah.
We'll do a little dancing for us a little later.
It's ready to go. So let's start at the flames. So first thing, the magic potion from Harry Potter, I always tell, or my manager calls it cheese melter. I didn't know what to say. Everybody's asking every time, what are you doing? I said, listen, I'm not going to tell you. So my manager, Gianfranco, said, why don't you call it the cheese melter? It's the cheese melter.
Because we don't want to say opa, because that's a Greek thing.
Yeah, we don't want to say that. All right, 3, 2, 1, boom. Flame is up. We're going to melt this cheese right in front of you at the table. So this is the number one. I melt the cheese right in front of you, and the chef sends me out from the kitchen this dish, the little pasta with a little bit of butter. And then once the cheese is melted here, which is almost there, we bring in this nice
spoon
pasta.
is still on fire, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, I like when it's still on fire when I do it. You can have it two-way, on fire or almost on fire. And then we go right in here.
Right. Oh.
And this is the show. Usually I'm dressed like with the tie and everything, so good looking and gorgeous. My mom would be proud of me. And then, you know, this is chef coats, but when I'm in the dining room, I got all my dudes slicked up with a little bit of gel, you know. And so the pasta here gets finished right in here. So as you can see, I'm scooping off the cheese from the pecorino romano from the wheel.
That warm cheese.
It's a little bit of the special portion. Yeah, this one you want to be revealed. That's going to take 2 years more. A little bit of this more. You want to make nice and consistency. You see? Look, Tim, look. You see?
Beautiful. Oh,
look
my
at
gosh.
that, huh?
That is so well coated.
Now, if you don't like
done.
cheese, this is not the right pasta, Tim. Yeah.
Thankfully, Tim doesn't, but I do.
Oh. I'm getting a fork out now.
Yeah, this is
Look at how beautiful
so good.
that is.
Did you say get the fork out?
This is
Look at that.
beautiful. Now we're going to platter for you. And, of course, because it's so cheesy, we're going to finish it with black pepper. Because it's so sharp with the cheese, you need to cut down the cheese with the black pepper. Oh, my God.
You've done this a few times. Did
Oh
you see
my
that, how it all
God.
came out in one
Oh,
motion?
my God.
Look at that. There's the goodness on the side.
And this is the last touch we're going to put on here. You know,
Cacio
here
and
we
pepe.
go.
Wow, now that is a show and a meal. Been a show and a cooking show.
How fun has this been? Have you guys had fun? We have too. The great part about you folks sitting in the audience is you're going to have a chance to take a taste, and if you're looking to be a part of the studio audience, you can too. Jump on to mintjuleptours.com to find your tickets today. For Tim Laird, I'm Kevin Harned. We say thanks to Rocco for being here, and we'll see you next time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chef.
Arrivederci.